Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a team sitting in the top 5 of the conference standings, taking on the 20th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gators will put total leather and we'll get started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hampton. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Quick pass on the jet motion. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? This is a kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Looking for a man, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Horton.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that one.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you can tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Alabama comes to the line on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Pocket breaking down. Finds the tight end. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Wants to adjust the pattern. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. He got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Right back to him on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Finds his man. It's Horton. third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Grabbed behind the line, it's Washington. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
The 11th play of this opening drive, they face a 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Now improvising. The Gators fail to stop them on 3rd down again. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try the middle. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Alabama quickly back to the line. They'll run play action. He's got it. He will score. Touchdown, Bama.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. On the run, it's Ball. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Direct snap. It's Wilson. Oh, he's got some space. Gets away from one, finds room. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. And the Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. The run to the left. It's a seam wide open. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
This crowd bringing the energy Hand off from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Offense breaks the huddle on third down. Back to throw, it's Lagway. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. The offense changing the play. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Alabama facing fourth down as we open play here in the second quarter. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloads to the wideout. Fires into traffic, intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
The Gators sending the offense back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Trying play action. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Sometimes your tight end's a safety valve, and sometimes he's your go-to receiver.
And the offense knew right away it was the primary target. It was where he was going with the football, because you know you get a little bit of suck up from those linebackers with the play action, and you feed the big fella.
Now they'll try the right side. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Central Michigan needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Mount Pleasant behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. They're trailing by just 4 to Purdue. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Snagged in the middle, it's Williams. Good, solid tackle.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide. Linebackers toward that wide receiver, so you got a little more help on the outside.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Tight end now in motion. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Skips away from pressure. Gets the job done on 3rd down as he gets it to the 25 before he's brought down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Oh, better look out! Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds. The Crimson Tide could get very aggressive here on 2nd and inches. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Using his feet. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another 1st down. Wants to throw. It's Russell. Pulls it in. It's Bernard. Oh, out of space. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Dumps it to the back. Catch in the middle. It's Young. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Tide with the 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Still looking on the move. Caught in the backfield. It's Young. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Hey, man, I played with Tiki Barber and the Giants, Frank Gore and the 49ers, LaDainian Tomlinson in the Senior Bowl. These guys wanted to catch passes in our offense. Even though they knew sometimes they were the 3rd or 4th read in the progression, they were hoping I was going to throw them a football. And it is so nice as a quarterback to know that you've got running backs like that that want to be involved in the passing game.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. The quick out. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. He's forced out of bounds well behind the line of scrimmage, and the defense will take it as a sack.
And I think there's so many guys that think they can outrun guys and make plays, and sometimes you got to realize when a play's over and just get north-south, but QB's trying to outrun guys. The defense does a great job staying exactly where they're supposed to be, playing discipline, and getting the huge loss and the huge stop.
Back to pass, it's Russell. Working that left side now. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down. A fresh set of downs after that 4th down conversion, but still the up-tempo as they get to the line quickly. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Might be changing the route. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Big guy smells it, and he will take it in. Touchdown Tide!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into...
The extra point is blocked. He picks it up. Remember, he can take it back. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. He's at the 10. He takes it all the way back for the defensive two-point conversion. The offense grinds out a really good drive. They have it going and then comes to the abrupt halt with the turnover.
And for that offensive play caller, he had a good thing going. He was finding a rhythm. He was mixing things together. He was doing a good job with his formations and his shifts and his motions. Looked like he had the defense on its heels. He needs his guys right now to hold on to the ball.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Using his legs, it's Clark. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line.
At the 31-yard line. Give it up for a first down.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Abrams. He stopped there, but a good return coming out of his own end zone gets it to the 28. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. Runs for the tackle. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
To the air, it's Lagway. Rush is on him. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Pass rush, coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. So here they come, going for it on 4th and long. The aftershocks of that earlier sack still reverberating. Under fire. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field. That's once in a while you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Livingston. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone, make them execute, and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback. I see him throw the football, break on it, go make...
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Ball is loose. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
The Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And this Wildcat is going to be deep clawed, stopped in the backfield.
You're going to try a push pass here on 1st down by the goal line. You really got to get great blocking. You can't allow penetration, and the offense wasn't able to do that. Look at the defense on that last play. They were able to get in the backfield and make a tackle on a speedy wide receiver to get the TFL.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. He slides that just inside the right upright. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. TCU escaped with the victory, and I say escaped. Look, in college football, teams will take any win, but I think those Horned Frog fans could have done without this one being so close. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. It sounds like they had a good one there. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. From the gun, the ground game. And he'll lose yardage on this play. Loses 2 yards. Great job by the defense.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And down he goes back at the 3. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. It's complete. Oh, he didn't get there, and what a stop against an offense that's been magnificent on 3rd down. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Might be calling a hot route. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Defense just going after him. They stop him for a loss of 6. The Gators have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw. It's Lagway. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Gonna take a shot. Hits him in stride at the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And you can tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! And that one will give them the lead.
The great thing about spreading a defense out, I can see where the blitz is coming from. I can see where they're weak. I can see my matchups. Nice job by the offense, spreading them out, taking advantage of their matchup, and getting in for the score.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Wilson. They get it into the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead stands at 7. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Alabama pushing the tempo.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
To throw, it's Russell. That one comes out hot down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this offense continues to struggle to get this guy the football. He's one of their best players. Coming into this game, they knew he was a big key, but they just haven't been able to link up. They try another shot down the field to no avail. That's a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard.
He powers his way ahead, gets 3, but they're still looking at 4th and 2. A couple of yards shy of the first down marker, but they've decided this is 4-down territory. The offense still on the field. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just 1 for 3 on 4th down today, but they'll try to move those chains with this play. Making side adjustments here. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Here comes the heat. Makes the grab. He's got a 1st down. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Florida 20, Alabama 13.
Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Grab behind the line. It's Bernard. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab, it's Williams. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Extending the play. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
And I really like the belief and the discipline by this QB because he drops back. He wants to throw the football. He sees it's covered, but he says, I can go get it, and takes off and barely gets enough for the 1st down. But way to pull the trigger, run it, and run it with authority.
Motion from the wide receiver. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Lets it fly. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bought a little time, lets it go. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. The quarterback just threw that one wide. Might have been bothered that the defender was going to try to undercut that route and pick it off.
Yeah, and those out routes, remember, you're throwing all the way towards the sideline, so it's a longer throw. And you're right, if you miss short, Reese, that DB gets to take it, collect it, and go back to the house the other direction. So you definitely want to miss long, but I just wouldn't say that long.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Wide open spaces. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. There's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, rivalry game in the SEC. Of course, that's almost redundant in that league, but check this out. Missouri dug down deep and found a way to secure a coveted road win. And who knows how the pundits will view this one, but I'll tell you this. Beats trying to explain a bad loss. Always interesting to see good SEC teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football, fellas.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Now sliding to his left.
That's not how you want to start a drive. On the very first play, you give up a sack and you lose a ton of yards. Quarterback, you've got to know, just throw the ball away, know when the play is over.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. They'll send the back in motion. On the direct snap, it's Wilson. It falls incomplete, and man, they didn't think they had that one set up, and it didn't quite work.
You know, a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play, didn't gain any yards, but that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. They'll get set for the free kick after the safety. He's in open space downfield.
Brings it out to the 40. And your Alabama Crimson Tide will take over. 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Trying to set up the screen. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Looking for room, it's Washington. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. He wants to change this route. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. Motion from the back. Back to throw, it's Russell. Rifles it down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Quick handoff. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Gotta have it here on 4th down. Bring in the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Alabama! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
Critical juncture of the game late, and you're trying to find your best one-on-one matchup to take advantage of. Of course, it's the tight end. With his size, his wingspan, and his athleticism, really good decision by the quarterback at a crucial juncture in this game.
So that's a 59-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Dances away to buy time. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
And I'm going to be really curious to watch this offense and see how much faith and trust they have in themselves and the weather, right? Like, it's passing situation, it's a 2-minute situation. You practice spreading this ball all over the field. Can you do that? Because this is not ideal weather, and you can't make a mistake here.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got it on the outside, it's Wilson. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
And that could save the game, because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots.
And wait just a second, the official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking to throw for it. Fires to the big fella. Can't get him to the ground. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. There he goes. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Wants to go up top. He's going up top. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be 3rd down. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And if you're the defense right now, you've given up some yards on this drive, but you've got a possession lead. You just need one more stop after that last incompletion setting up 4th down. Do you blitz? Do you try to speed up the QB? Let's find out and watch.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
And this offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that 1st down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you had to have the 4th down conversion.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the 4th quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. The give on the option. And that is how we will wrap this one up. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, and that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect on them.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David